Hi, I'm Ethan Goldstein. I'm a senior in the SFS studying international economics. And for my senior thesis, I looked at the effect that government investment in green energy has on green energy generation. My main mentor throughout the research and writing processes this semester was Professor Rodney Ludema of the Department of Economics, who helped me refine my regression strategy and overall improve my paper a lot. The world's climate is undergoing a massive change due largely in part to human activities. Chief among these activities is the production and consumption of energy. In response, many policymakers have suggested increasing government investment in alternative energy sources that are either carbon-free or emit less carbon than current sources. However, if the private sector were to respond to this increased investment by decreasing their own investment, the total effect could be zero, or even negative. I gathered data from the US Energy Information Administration on green energy generation, along with data on public investment in the green energy sector from the US Department of Agriculture's Energy Investments Map. Here, generation refers to net generation, the electricity available for everyday residential, industrial, transportation, and other uses. Since some electrical power is needed to create more electricity, this electricity is excluded from my measure of generation. Production captures this electricity used in the creation of more electricity as well. My data are for all 50 states over the time period 2002 to 2019 for generation, and from 2002 to 2018 for production. Since there is a debate as to the greenness of some energy sources, like biofuel and wood power, I used two definitions of green energy. First is a strict definition that includes only energy sources that are clearly green: hydroelectric, geothermal, solar, wind, nuclear, and pumped storage. I also used an expanded definition of green energy that included those sources, as well as biofuels and biomass, wood, and waste. Using an instrumental variable analysis, I can conclude that increased government investment in green energy leads to increased generation and production of green energy. Specifically, an increase in public investment by 1% of a state's GDP is expected to result in an increase in electricity generation by green energy sufficient to power the average American household for around 45 minutes to 2.5 hours. The general trend holds for different definitions of green energy, as well as for gross and net electrical production. The results indicate that if there is crowding out of private investment in green energy due to government investment, the crowding out effect is less than complete, and green energy electrical generation still rises with increased government investment. And so that concludes my research. Thank you for listening.